Hey guys, welcome back to the GloryHunter save. You join us second in the Bundesliga now after defeat to Bayern Munich yesterday, but hoping to get ourselves back top if we can pick up 6 points in today's 2 Bundesliga games, and hopefully Bayern will drop points in the meantime. We also have a game against the other side in München. It's 1860 away from home in the Cup, in the DFB Pokal, and then we also have Victoria Plzeň in the Champions League as well, which is probably going to be the one sim that we have today before we end the month tomorrow with Augsburg, Barcelona and Frankfurt, pushing into December, and then a quiet January, certainly match-wise, and expected to be quiet transfer-wise as well. We could get ourselves back top hopefully today, but first things first, we need to get ourselves through in the Cup. We didn't win the Coppa Italia in Italy in 2 attempts, despite reaching the final in Season 1. So I'd very much like to get to the final and win the Pokal here in Germany before we leave. Let's see what we can do today. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying as ever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. And without any further ado, let's go and play some football. 1860 München with Marco Hiller in goal. They're playing a 4-3-3, was it? I can't recall actually off the top of my head. 4-1-3-1-1. No, it's 4-5-1 then. Hiller, Gaelinger, Verlat, Belkaya, Lanert, Bayamba, Venezzi, Talig, and a couple of others who I didn't quite get to. We're playing a rotated team, rather obviously, in this competition against weaker opponents. The majority of their players rated in the 60s or very early 70s. The only 2 that make it from the main team are Enzo Fernandez and Schlotterbeck. Everyone else is rotated, fringe players, but I mean the majority of them, in fact all of them, are still in the 80s, other than Bino Gittens. Actually, Weston McKennie also starts in this fixture. This side that we have out for this game is still strong enough to probably challenge for Champions League football in the Bundesliga, let alone for the DFB Pokal, but Burkhardt is going to have to keep himself on side if he's to score any goals today. Lachemacher looking for Boyamba. And Sosa will just run around the outside of him to win it back. That was comfortably done, as has most of our defensive work been so far. That said, giving the ball away poorly there, and then won it back again. Although that just bounced... it's just bounced up and hit Salierto. They didn't necessarily move his arm towards it, but there isn't an animation in the game for him to kind of move his arm out of the way. Just kind of bobbled up. Is he going for goal? Here he is. Oh, it's not bad, you know. Straight at Flecken, however. That bad so far, 1860 Munich. Still, I believe, a dry league side, although they might have got themselves promoted without my knowing. Flecken with the save at the near post, and they're giving as good as they're getting so far here, 1860. Talig with the ball in. The attacker gets the run on the defender, and again, Flecken is needed. And there's Chan. Burkhardt. Wow, that was meant for Brandt, but Giovanni Reyna's played in. Good drop of the shoulder. Bino Gittens. Brandt! Brilliant stop by Hiller. Great reactions to get down to that. Fernandez finding Venezzi. And he's got Boyamba on his way down the right-hand side. Sosa's dealt with Boyamba quite well so far. And doesn't deal with him this time. Venezzi, worried about that pull back there. Just got to position myself well enough to force either a poor pass or a poor shot, and it was a poor shot in the end. Nice tackle by Salierto, and wins that back off Boyamba, and Bino Gittens is in behind it, into the middle. Oh, really nicely done between the two of them. Burkhardt gives us a 1-0 lead, and finally the 1860 München backline is breached. Took the pace of Bino Gittens to get to the line, and as soon as I hit pass with a driven pass, I was spamming B, trying to get Burkhardt to take a first-time shot, which he has very duly done with the outside of his left foot, I think there actually. Yeah, it was. How's that for a tidy little finish? A sign of a little bit of quality that was needed to finally make the breakthrough, which we now have. We lead by a 1-0. Through the gap to Julian Brandt. Try and play Burkhardt around the corner. Take it early. It's a good save by Hiller. Corner will come in from that far side. We'll whip it with Julian Brandt. It's not a bad delivery. It's flicked away. Özcan. Knocked down there to Bar. And Özcan wins it back again. Oh, it's nice. Little dink. Beautifully done. Please tell me you were onside, Burkhardt. He was. Stunning second. Now we really are showing the quality in this second half. Excellent movement from Burkhardt to make the run in the first place. And then the finish speaks for itself, doesn't it? Scoop over the keeper into the back of the net. 2-0. Free kick a long way out. I might try and knuckleball it. Can we knuckle this? Let's try it. A bit of a knuckleball with Enzo Fernandez. Not full power. I mean, it was headed towards the bottom corner. It was worth a go. With the movement on the graphic there saying where it was going to go, it said it was going to bend away towards the far top corner. Gio Reyna's offside. But it actually went towards the bottom left. It looked like it was going to go that way, and it actually went that way. So the knuckleball isn't quite so predictable. But that's the nature of it in real life, I guess. Worth a go, though, with a free kick from that range, with the scoreline as it is. Burkhardt brings that down. Gio Reyna's now moved central as we've made some changes here. But no, Gittins just cut that back to Gio Reyna. He could have a go here from the edge of the box. He has done. And the keeper, whilst falling backwards, does make the save. Reyna will take the corner himself. And it's cleared away. Salier's will bring that down. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Well, it's just opened up for me here. We'll stand it up into the middle. And the keeper's off his mark well. Still 2-0. We're going through in the cup. Final whistle sounds. That will be a final win for Dortmund. In the end, a straightforward second half sees us get ourselves through to the next round relatively comfortably. But 1860 München gave us a very good game for a large chunk of that fixture. Heidenheim are winning in extra time against FC Schalke. That's a surprise, certainly. Morale is very high at the minute, though. We're going to take some stopping in the DFB Pokal this season, but we hope to avoid Bayern in the run-up to the final, or just avoid Bayern entirely. But Jonathan Burkhardt put in a good performance there, and that's certainly his best showing in a Dortmund shirt so far. We've just 4 days rest, however, before it's time to head away from home against Freiburg. We've got a little bit of prize money. Let's see who we've been drawn against in the next round and when that game is as well, actually. And it's at home against Augsburg in December. Again, another winnable tie, certainly. So we'll go and play Freiburg now. Then we'll sim Pilsen, and then it will be playing Bayer Leverkusen at the end of the day. SC Freiburg only have one goalkeeper, that being 71 rated Noah Atabolu. They do have some stronger outfield players, though. Hefty, Zubeldia, Ginter and Centelles, their backline, which is pretty decent. Eggestein and Sumare holding, with Kevin Schade on the right, Matthias Jensen in the middle, and Anthony Gordon on the left, with Marcus Thuram up top. It's not a bad team. If they had a 78, 79 rated goalkeeper, you'd say they were not bad, Freiburg, but I have a funny feeling that lower rated goalkeeper over the course of a season is going to cause them some issues. Hopefully it does so here this afternoon as well. And we can, fingers crossed, get a result. It's supposed to be a fake pass, not a toe poke. We can get a result that could potentially send us back top of the Bundesliga, although we are going to need Bayern to slip up now for us to do that without beating them in the next fixture. And that'll be away from home as well, which will be even less straightforward than the home game was. And that was pretty tough itself. Barnes with the switch out to Weston McKennie. Ooh, dodgy touch. Really dodgy touch. Sumari getting forward. Now playing Marcus Thuram into the channel. Gonna have to slow up and wait for support, which does arrive. Kerbal makes the save. Very accurately and well remembered by my Twitch chat. So reminding me that the goalkeeper that we signed in the summer window, Flecken, came from Freiburg. And of course we signed him in the last hour of the window. So that's why they've only got a 71 rated goalkeeper. Because I signed their best keeper, and they didn't have enough time or any time to replace him. Regardless of who was in goal, though, they wouldn't have stopped that. We've actually moved that ball very nicely indeed and played it around the defensive line superbly. We lead by 1-0 here against Freiburg away from home. Barnes forward to Aouar. See the runs. Adeyemi stopped. He'll still find him, and he'll still find the back of the net. That was a bit lucky. That was a lot lucky, actually. The initial pass was intended for Adeyemi as he made a bursting run. And as I committed to the pass, he then stopped. I don't know why, because he's set to get in behind. And then, thankfully, Florian Wirtz has won the header brilliantly, and the finish is top draw. We're 2-0 up here against Freiburg, but certainly that second had a large slice of luck about it. Not that we care. We'll take it. We're 2-1 up. That is a lovely ball through to Schade, who's in behind here. Oh, he's done me. I thought the ball was there to be won, so I went for it. Thuram lays that off. Jensen with a fancy flick. Anthony Gordon. Marcus Thuram. Sure that hit an arm. Sure that bounced up and hit an arm for Marcus Thuram there as he was taking that. Let's have a look. Brilliant from Matthias Jensen. Thuram is going to get it under control here. Did it hit an arm? Did it hit his chest? Flicks it up. No, it doesn't quite hit an arm. From that previous angle, it looked like it hit an arm. Or from the original angle, this angle, telebroadcast, it looked like it hit an arm. Anthony Gordon will deliver the corner, and it's not bad. Someone's end up on the floor, including the goalkeeper, who thankfully is back to his feet to pick up the ball. Freiburg have had some good chances. They just haven't got the ball past the goalkeeper yet. See, your man just waiting behind the goalkeeper there. Iñaki Williams style. Bellini fired into Florian Wirtz. Probably should have played a through ball, but elected not to. Adeyemi out wide. Poor pass. Schlotterbeck, or Sula, sorry, cuts that out rather comfortably. Hussam Aouar quickly to Bellini. Schlotterbeck must be a former Freiburg player. Oh, off the bar from Florian Wirtz. Didn't realise, or didn't know where Schlotterbeck came from prior to being at Dortmund, but judging by that commentary piece, he must be a former Freiburg man. Adeyemi could be in again. He's got there with a header, but that's easy for the keeper this time. Hit an arm, but they'll play on. Anthony Gordon. Good footwork. Good acceleration. Good pass. Excellent pass. Good goal. Freiburg back in it. Matthias Jensen. Made in a major part by Anthony Gordon. That turn and burst was excellent. Thuram must have had a shout from behind him, because you don't normally see a striker give up a chance like that, but Jensen's buried it brilliantly. The former Brentford man brings Freiburg back into the game. We have been scoring quite a few goals in this save, but keeping clean sheets has been a bit of an issue. His first goal of the Bundesliga season for Matthias Jensen, and it's enough to bring Freiburg back into the fixture. Anthony Gordon, ball and a half. Marcus Thuram in behind. Weston McKennie with him. Thuram's too quick. Keeper comes. He's taken an extra touch. Marcus, you will not get a better chance, mate. I've done similar this season myself, so I know how it feels, but you will not get a better chance. Adeyemi. Oh, and on the back of that, are we going to go and seal the win? No, we are not. Should have done, though. Wirtz delivers. I'm not going to get to that, am I? I'm going to try. Barnes will knock this down. No, he won't. Aouar seemed rather reluctant to go towards it. Weston McKennie through there looking for Adeyemi. Early shot. Really poor shot. Funny feeling I am going to need a third here, though, if we're absolutely to get the victory. Use Barnes' momentum there to get him in behind. Oh, Julian Brandt just held off there. We've committed the keeper. Is that a foul? Probably should be. I mean, is that a foul on Harvey Barnes there? He turns away from the keeper. I mean, that's a foul, isn't it? He gets the pass off, but the keeper has absolutely wiped him out from behind as he's playing it. I think that's a pen. If I'm honest, I think that's a pen. 10 to go here. Still hangs in the balance at 2-1. Centelles down the line to Anthony Gordon. Dummied. Did well. That hit Sula's arm, I'm sure. Free kick in a really dangerous position for Freiburg. Matthias Ginter, the centre-back, on it. Didn't know he could take set pieces. Straight against the wall. And their final chance will come and go. And I'm going to play the ball before Wirtz runs offside. Up against Centelles, who can't deal with the pace. Game! Tor! Spieler! Spieler Dortmund! Game to Dortmund! 3-1. All 3 points. 3 Punkte headed our way. On the counter-attack, we killed them off. Sorry, Freiburg. I apologise, but the sweat needed to be made there just to guarantee it. It's a really difficult game, that one. Unfortunately, Bayern beat Bochum. Leipzig better Hoffenheim as well. and will stay second in the table in the Bundesliga. But we are top of the Champions League group, and with Viktoria Plzeň to come next, I think we should be staying top, shouldn't we, moving forward? And then it will be Freiburg, not Freiburg, it will be Leverkusen in the third and final game of the episode. We should be pretty comfortable in this. Reina wants to play, does he? Okay. You can play. You can play against Paulson. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. We'll throw you in, my friend. Quickly, actually, on the left, perhaps, for Harvey Barnes, who's slightly tired. And we'll throw Özcan in there for Aouar, who's also tired. Everyone else is absolutely fine. So we'll sim this against Viktoria Plzeň. And a 3-3 draw. Wow, what a game. Up next then, Bayer Leverkusen. We're still comfortable in the top two in the Champions League group. A couple of chats. G-Ready Reina saying he could have done better. And Florian Wirtz, I hate being subbed off. Sorry, pal. Wasn't me. Oh, squad submission screen for England. It's only for friendlies, though, so we're not that bothered at this moment in time. John Stones is injured. So I could probably take, or should probably take John Stones out. And we'll throw... Got any other centre-backs? Go on then, Harry Maguire can come in, why not? Other than that, I'm quite happy with the England squad as it is. Do I take Noni Madueke out for Raheem Sterling? Probably. Rashford in for anyone? I don't think so at this stage. Quite happy with that England squad. Quite happy with that England squad. Right, that's what we'll do with that then. Now then, it's time to go and play Leverkusen. So 4-2-3-1 for Leverkusen, the side that beat us, of course, in the German Super Cup earlier this year. Andre Lunev in goal for them. Wan-Bissaka, Joe Gomez, Robin Lenormand and Tomiyasu at left back. Andrich and Arambari in the midfield. Andrich scored a great goal against us in that German Super Cup. DRB and Bowen out wide for them on either side, with Santiago Simon at cam and Sebastian Haller up top for them. It's a winnable game. We thought that about the Super Cup and we lost it. So we are not going to take anything for granted here at Signal Iduna Park. Here's Jarrod Bowen. Trying to show him onto his right because we know he's obviously stronger on his left. Arambari. Let's ball through to Andrich. Simon. Haller. Simon. That touch. A little Ronaldo chop worked beautifully there in opening the space. Wirtz wriggles away from Andrich, who actually gave away a foul there. And Adeyemi's looking to get in behind. He was calling for it, and he very nearly got there ahead of Joe Gomez. But the Englishman has enough pace to beat Adeyemi to it. And now Sebastian Haller's looking to get in behind. But Nicolas Sule is pacey enough to deal with most, especially Sebastian Haller. But strength-wise, I'm not sure. Adeyemi ends up on the floor there. Barnes will get this out here to Nuno Mendes. I'll have to come back here to Enzo Fernandez just to keep the move alive. Nice turn by Bellini. He gets out-muscled as well, though. Struggling to create against Leverkusen in the opening 15 minutes. Just as we struggled in the German Super Cup as well. But, crucially, thus far, bite your tongue, Ches. No goals for them either. Oh, he's giving it straight to Harvey Barnes. Of course, it rebounds straight to Wan-Bissaka. Hoffenheim have equalised against Bayern, which is great news for us. If Hoffenheim can continue that, then we could go top if we win this. Or would go top if we win this. DRB is away from me, though. Still 88 rated, Moussa DRB. Very, very good indeed. Our goalkeeper, however, is 88 rated now. Gregor Kerbel has grown in between the last game and this one. Couldn't get past the man on the floor to try and win that back. Moussa DRB with the throw. Wan-Bissaka, DRB, Wan-Bissaka. Out-muscled by Nuno Mendes. One back. Poor from Nuno, though. The ball was rather typically not supposed to go to where it fucking went. And again, cost the goal by inaccurate passing. That ball is supposed to go out to Harvey Barnes. Out to Harvey Barnes, Nuno. That's what I wanted from you, mate. Oh, Sebastian Haller makes it Leverkusen 1, Dortmund 0. Weston McKennie down the line, and Bellini's shaken off Tomiyasu. And, well, we have runners here, and the ball into Harvey Barnes is good, as is the finish. Instant equaliser. Brilliant. Back level, BFB. do not want to lose this, especially if it's... Well, I don't even want to draw it, especially if there's a chance to go top if Bayern are dropping points against Hoffenheim. We need to win this. Kenny wins that back. Come on, then. Come on, then. Look at the bodies flood forward. Verts, Adeyemi, Harvey Barnes again. Harvey Barnes to the double! Oh! Yes! Turn it around, boys! Harvey Barnes is a baller for Borussia Dortmund. Always one man extra, and on his left foot, fires it into the top corner. Get in! Auf geht's! 2-1 Borussia Dortmund. 33, 39, 43. 3 goals in the space of 10 minutes at the end of the second half. Completely saw this game swing one way and then the other. Aouar to Adeyemi. It's going to fall back to Aouar. There's space out wide here for Bellini. Tuck it into Adeyemi. And there's Aouar. And there's a third. Oh, we're happy now. It was 3-1 to Leverkusen when we played them in the Deutsche Super Cup. Now it's 3-1 to us. Nuno Mendes short there to Houssam Aouar. Harvey Barnes on a hat-trick. Could maybe get him an assist here, though. Adeyemi's in behind. Adeyemi's going to score. Surely he does indeed. It's 4-1. 4-1 Dortmund. Let's go. That is what you call a turnaround and a response. They went 1-0 up. We were annoyed at how it happened. The pass being misplaced by Nuno Mendes. But since then, top draw. Aouar is there. Use the midfielder's movement against him. Sprinting one way, play the ball the other. Aouar into Adeyemi and Verts. Oh my God, it's going to be 5. It's 5. 5 of the best. They've made them pay. Wow. I didn't see this coming. It's going to be our best win of the season so far against Leverkusen here. And we've absolutely ripped them apart. 43, 39, 43, 49, 63, 72. Unbelievable. Half an hour without goals. And then 35 minutes later, there's been 6 of them. Andrich. Alea. To Diaby. They've got the man in the middle. He's really quick, isn't he? Oh, and speak of the man in the middle. Jared Bowen. Wow. Effort, sunshine. Really, really good finish from Jared Bowen. Slightly over-celebrating, being that it's 5-2, but the game obviously doesn't take into account the context of the game at which he's buried that goal. Top finish, though. Fair play to him. 82nd minute, Leverkusen had a little bit more respectability to the scoreline, but they're still going to be losing this, and they're still going to be losing it heavily. Don't know really as there is a preference between losing 5-1 or 5-2. Nuno Mendes trying to deal with it, and does so. Get to that first, please. Thank you. Harvey Barnes shakes off the challenge. It's 5-2. We could maybe make it more, though. Harvey Barnes, he's on a hat-trick. And we'll look to turn inside one. Use that run as a decoy. Oh, I was going to try and whip that to the far top corner. No hat-trick for Harvey Barnes, but 5 goals for Dortmund. Easily the best victory of the season so far against one of the few sides, minimal sides, that actually beat us so far this season. Only Bayern, Barca and Bayer Leverkusen have beaten Borussia so far. And there are enough Bs in there to round out the 5 of the 1 that we got. England up next. I'm probably not going to play those friendlies, to be completely honest, against... or I definitely wouldn't play the friendly against Scotland. Definitely not going to play the friendly against Brazil either, I think. We'll just concentrate on Borussia Dortmund for now, and then we'll concentrate on England when we actually get to qualifiers for the World Cup. Friendlies I'm just not that bothered about. I'm sure we'd rather get through the GloryHunter seasons quicker than concentrating on international friendly football. We're still only second, though, because Bayern Munich continue to lead the way. 2 points clear at the top. But whilst the gap remains less than 3... it's still in our hands for the title because we have to play Bayern München next, of course. So fingers crossed we can do that. Or not necessarily next, but we still have to play them later this season. So fingers crossed when we do that, we will get the victory against them. We beat Bayer Leverkusen on this occasion, though. Tomorrow it will be Augsburg, Barcelona and Frankfurt. Bit harsh to play Tuesday, Friday, but we'll deal with it because then we play Tuesday again in the Cup. And it's very busy, actually, or busier in December now. 6 games in the month, and then only 1 in January. Regardless, I'll see you tomorrow, where we'll be playing Barcelona and trying to get payback for them beating us. That's all for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.